Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Alana, we're hearing about these heat-related problems across the country. So as we see the heat here in Utah, we're hoping everyone's safe and cool this week.
Well, heat-related illness going to spike, but I'm a hard pass on the dengue fever. I mean, that is bad news. And with the heat, you already are battling heat exhaustion, heat stress. And so to add tropical illness to the mix, it's really frightening. Now, we do have the heat. We are dealing with the heat, and we will continue to do so. We're in the middle of this heat wave. Second day here, live view from Ensign Peak, where we broke the record today in Salt Lake, hitting 106. Old record was 104. So, I mean, here we are with the heat holding steady. 106 in Ogden right now. They've jumped. 113 in St. George. Triple digits from Logan all the way to St. George. There are very few holdouts when it comes to those triple digits. Castle Country and the Basin were knocking on the door of 100, but they were in the upper 90s. Look at the Salt Lake Valley. This is hot. This is dangerous heat. 104 in Midvale. 102 in North Salt Lake. Grantsville. Tooele sitting in the century mark, 102 in West Jordan. So this is one of the days where we have to be extremely careful, and we still have heat ahead of us. We've got a 3, a red on the heat scale for Salt Lake City today. That's a high risk for anyone who's heat sensitive. That includes the elderly, young children, those without air conditioning. And so we've got to be extremely careful. In St. George, they have been battling this heat since the weekend. They're sitting at a 4. That's the highest the heat scale goes. That is the magenta risk, and it's a very high risk for the entire population. Salt Lake's going to catch up to that. That's our heat scale for tomorrow. So when we talk about the heat risk, it really is heat-related impacts, but that's the highest it goes. Live view from St. George. Now, we do have some cloud cover out there today. Some mid-level moisture trapped underneath the ridge of high pressure, allowing for some clouds to build up. But we've hit 113. Yesterday, we were 114. But we know for the next several hours, triple digits hold steady even by ABC4 News at 10. By 11 p.m. with partly cloudy skies, upper 90s. But we know the overnight lows extremely mild in St. George, close to 80 degrees in lower Washington County. So that's dangerous heat, and you don't get much of a break. Excessive heat warnings in effect for lower Washington County through tomorrow night. But we see our heat warnings, the excessive heat warning for the Wasatch Front, as well as Swell, Basin, South Central Utah holding on until Saturday. Now, we also have the heat advisories for the eastern side of the state. They're Friday into Saturday, and that should just give you a clue. That dome of high pressure is moving east, which is why we have staggered start times there. Live view from Snowbird. As you look down into the valley, you can see that wildfire smoke. Okay, we've got hot and hazy conditions. That's impacting air quality, where we have hit the unhealthy category for some counties already today. Futurecast smoke shows that we're pulling in smoke with our northerly flow from fires throughout the region. So California, Nevada, Oregon, we're bringing that into northern Utah. We have our own wildfires burning, but we see that hazy appearance in our skylines as a result. Unhealthy air in Davis County, that's due to ozone. With this extreme heat and all this sunshine, the ozone level spikes. Unhealthy air for sensitive groups in Salt Lake and Utah County. Moderate air in northern and northeastern Utah. Jumping down to the southern portion of the state, Cedar City managed to get an hour here. We're there in the green. Green means clean, but ozone in Washington County has pushed air into the moderate category. Ozone's like a sunburn for your lungs. You don't want to be outside during a high ozone period. As we look at our excessive heat risk, we jump to 4 Friday and Saturday, meaning the heat holds on for the Wasatch Front. We're going to match St. George with our risk, but Sunday into Monday, that starts to ease. So the heat risk tells us changes are brewing. Futurecast shows a few isolated storms with that mid-level moisture trapped underneath the ridge. As we head into tomorrow, the model kind of loves the chance of storms over the mountains. I think we have a better chance heading into Saturday with this surge of cloud cover and moisture. Those thunderstorms will favor some areas, including mountains and southern Utah. Fire weather watch for south central Utah on Saturday because of dry thunderstorms, so gusty winds will be the biggest takeaway. Highs on the move. It's going to track east. It has a southerly flow that's going to pump in moisture in the way of cloud cover, and the chance for storms holds on. The ridge still influences us, keeping us above average in the coming days. Tomorrow, cooking. 106 is conservative. We were there today. We could tie the all-time record tomorrow. Triple digits on the eastern eastern side of the state. 113 again in St. George, taking a bit of a breather from that spike in temperatures as we get through the next 7. There's those thunderstorm potential latter half of the weekend into next week. Temperatures still above 100, but 102 is the average this time of year, so a little closer to seasonal norms for the south. It's still not a walk in the park. As you take a look at the numbers for the Wasatch Front, I think the potential to hit our all-time records there. We'll see what happens, falling into the 90s by next week with isolated storms. Hottest days still ahead of us, but 106 today had me tapping out. I was like, whoa, again, 106.
Right. Yeah.
And we have 2 more days of that possibly.
All right. Stay healthy. Stay safe.